Hey everyone, welcome back for episode 9 of Thompson Teardown. We have a very busy day ahead of us, so come on in and we'll show you what's going on.
Thompson Teardown. So it's been pretty busy the last couple of weeks. Finished up all our trim, all along the stairs, the doors, everything that you wanted. All the doors.
Everything that I wanted, everything that's normal. People have trim and doors.
No. In our master bedroom, the way that you wanted the trim around that window, that's not how people would normally do it. That is like a unique designer detail feature that was more work. So that's what I mean, everything you wanted. Michelle, there's a couple areas where she changed the color last minute, but the thing about Michelle is she's such a great painter that, she said, don't worry, I got this. So she painted.
I don't think that was exactly what I said. I think it was more like, I want this, so if I have to do it myself to expedite it, I will. Hoping Ryan wouldn't take me up on it. And he was like, come on by. I was like, damn it. But yeah, just a couple spots. We added a really subtle color into the foyer going into our primary bedroom, which I think is like perfect. It's in a contained space, just adds a little warmth. And then we also added color on my one daughter's room paneling because I thought it would suit the wallpaper tones a bit better. I'm so thrilled with both those colors. So right decision. This is my eldest daughter's room. I actually painted this myself. I'm a very good painter. Don't mind this because this is getting wallpapered next week, but we're moving in the next couple days. So we just, again, needed it in a state where everything was cleaned and ready for furniture to come in. And still definitely gonna be touch-ups, work in progress, spaces that need finishing, but for the most part, it will be livable, so.
Got all of our plumbing in, all the toilets are installed, all of the vanities, fixtures, everything's in.
Oh, hi, just hanging out, relaxing while everyone else does work. All the tubs are in. I don't think that was here last time. This is my daughter's. They both have the same one. They have super cute, like girly femme details. Ours is a little bit more androgynous upstairs, but yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna be in these relaxing soon. Okay.
Got everything hooked up to our water recycling unit, gray water recycling unit, which is in the basement. So it's getting exciting knowing that, we're only a couple days away. Got the blinds getting installed.
Babe, look, really quick, just pop your head out. Look at that color match. Whew.
Looks good.
That's about as good as I'm gonna get. One of the big things we have going on today is window covering install. This was a must-have for me before moving in for privacy, but also because we have been living with garbage bags as the girls' blackouts for literally years now. So we're very excited to have the Blinds to Go team on site. They are installing literally right now as we speak, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So nice. I love it. They're gonna be up, obviously 99% of the time, but at nighttime for privacy, I just wanted a little something that we had the option to bring down. So it's not like light in here and like creepers on the street seeing right in. But yeah, it's perfect. I couldn't have matched it better if I tried. Like so complimentary to the cabinets. They just look gorgeous. Love it.
Making a lot of progress. All of our pocket doors are hung. All of our regular doors are hung. Everything is trimmed out. Then we started to install the door hardware that Michelle picked out, which is very unique, very heavy duty.
Weighty.
Yeah, like it has a lot of weight.
Feels
to it.
good.
It feels heavy duty.
No, that's good. That's what you want to last a lifetime.
Just stand in there watching.
Well, because I don't know what you're doing, bro.
I'm not your bro.
Knobs are going in on all the doors. This was something I spent a lot of time thinking about. The devil is in the details always, so don't overlook your doorknobs. Ryan sends screws flying. Yeah, I just wasn't like, levers weren't feeling right. So we went with a really pretty knob with a nice back plate. We have these also in gold in some spots. And then our primary bedroom has a different style with a longer back plate, but they're just beautiful and like weighty and solid and good quality. Again, doorknobs is something you're never gonna wanna switch. So I'm very excited for these to get in. Just admiring my doorknobs. Can't you just see me just effortlessly?
So we got all the lights installed. There was one set of lights where, I mean, we've had these lights for 2 years, literally.
They were the first things I ever bought for this house before we even had drawings, okay?
Yeah, and so I opened them up and I was looking at them and I like just sent Michelle a picture and said, are these right? Because they look like, I didn't know the style of like how they were supposed to be. And I was like, did these somehow get damaged even though like they've been in storage for 2 years, climate controlled storage for 2 years? So I was kind of worried, but I was kind of like, but then Michelle messaged back and she's like, yeah, no, that's like some type of look.
They're mercury glass or antique glass. So it's like, it's glass, but it has kind of like a texture and tone to it. It's not clear, right? So he thought, I think, that they got like water damaged or something.
Some kind of damage, but they didn't.
They're beautiful.
And so I was putting them together for the electricians to mount. They have like this glass piece that goes on the top. And so I was putting it together and I shattered the glass piece on the first light. And I was like, frig. So one glass piece down. And I've learned from my mistakes of the first light and why I broke the glass. So I'm feeling much better about this and I'm progressing. And then I got up, tripped over like a wire on the floor. My heel like hit the glass, like it was just ridiculous. So I broke the second glass. So I had to get 2 new glass pieces. Luckily there's a glass place that's really close by. They were great. They got me the glass in like 1 day, the custom pieces I needed. So problem was solved. But
literally we even called like the company that makes these lights and we were like, do you have just a replacement of those? And they were like, oh no, normally it's like the big pieces that people break. So we have extras of those, but not that piece. And I was like, great. I was just devastated because I've been waiting so long for these lights. But anyways, they're fixed, they're perfect, they're beautiful. I'm very proud of myself that I have just been so calm.
You weren't calm.
No?
No, you weren't calm.
No? I feel like I was very calm considering.
No, you weren't calm. But it's fine, like I solved the problem, but you weren't like, oh, well, no problem.
I'm not like a crazy person. I'm not going to be happy, but like I was calm.
No, I don't think you were calm.
Okay. Oh.
And then we got the other lights hung too, the light in the entrance, chandelier. All the exterior lights are up.
And a few more, like all of our like pot lights and stuff have obviously been installed and they're perfect and working. So more than ready for move-in, but there are still a few more statement pieces, like actual larger fixtures that are arriving. Our one daughter's just arrived a couple days ago. That has to be installed and a lot of stuff is back ordered. So my other daughter's, I think, is coming in June. So again, as with everything, like a work in progress, they're all en route, but we have light, we can live, yay!
We got the cameras going up soon. We're gonna have cameras at each corner of the house. And we went with Reolink. Surprisingly, it was really hard to find a camera that met our needs. I wanted to make sure we had a camera that had auto tracking. So what that is if it like detects movement, it follows the movement. So these cameras like move and track on their own. And there really isn't anything out there on the market. So with Reolink, I kind of knew that, you know, I use them for all my construction site cameras. So I knew kind of the quality and what to expect. And they offer a few different types. I obviously went with the heavy duty one, especially because they're gonna be mounted high up. So in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, I don't want to be going up there replacing them. So that's what we went with, and pretty happy to see it installed. What we still do not have are railings. This has just been the delay of all. I shouldn't say the delay of all. We've had a real delay, but I mean.
But fixture, like finishes wise, this has been the longest delay.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel the pressure really from Isla, like not really Michelle, like Michelle, you know, but when Isla comes here, she's like, yo, like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, I've been telling him every time, like, where the railings at, and there's still no railings, so.
It's because Isla wants to play, and as long as there are no railings, mom is not letting her play and run, right? Because it's dangerous. So that's why she's very fixated on that. And that's why I also wanted them in for like as soon as possible. But
yeah, so once the railings should be
couple days,
and once they're in, then we can move in. So
yay! But no, it's been like, yeah, that one has been a hard one.
Yeah, well, it's because, you know, according to the railing company, Michelle keeps changing the design.
I have never once.
Is what they say.
Never once changed this design.
She approved the design that you see currently, where it goes like this and then comes down like this.
In what world would I have ever approved that?
Yeah, that's according to the
I
railing company.
was just like, absolutely not. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was just like, guys, it looks bad. It's a no. It's a hard no. It has to be changed. Like. But they also like to pit Ryan and I against each other, right? Like they'll tell Ryan like, oh, your wife said it was okay. I'll come and I'm like, no, I did not. And then to me, they're like, oh, I know, it's not your fault. We'll order more stuff. Like it's complete. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when they deal with us.
Because they've been dealing, they haven't often got us together at the same time. So that's why they're playing that game. But
the only time you get us together is for Thompson Teardown episodes. We maximize the child's care. We bang out everything in one day. That's why we have 5 million things going on.
Next time on Thompson Teardown.